the end of the land and the start of the sea. Positioned on the east coast of Yorkshire, these dramatic chalk cliffs play a crucial part in the life cycle of around 500,000 birds each year. Every year in spring, they begin to return to the cliffs, having flown south at the end of summer last year. Over the next few weeks, these rock faces will host dramatic courtship displays, life and death battles, and eventually, new life. I visited in April with the hope of documenting some of the nesting behaviour of the Northern Gannet. They're one of my favourite birds at this location. One of the best things about Bempton is just how accessible it is. Thanks to these viewing platforms, you're able to get great shots in a safe way that doesn't disturb the birds in this important time of year. Gannets are monogamous and mate for life. They'll often return to the same nesting spot year after year. Both the male and female will take part in collecting materials for the nest. They'll use pretty much anything they can get their beaks on, from grass to seaweed, but some are definitely better at selecting the right material than others. With age definitely comes experience. As you'll see in this clip here, the gannet with the darker wings is actually a younger one, perhaps 2, maybe 3 years old. For the first year of their life, their plumage is mainly black, and as this fades and their adult plumage comes through, they gain that more characteristic Northern Gannet look. This youngster seemed to be watching the other birds to try and learn exactly what they needed to do. What was interesting to watch is it wasn't just a random grab of a nearest material. They were being hyper selective and making sure they got the best quality grass to create the perfect nest. From what I observed, it seemed that they would prefer materials that clumped together. Anything that wasn't suitable got thrown to the wind. Once they'd reached the nesting spot, the intricate process of weaving the nest together begins. This is a great opportunity to see just how big their feet are. I was quite surprised. Competition for the best nesting spots is pretty intense. This mated pair seem to have arrived a little bit too late to make a nest on this rock, and the neighbours are very quick to let them know. Although many of these altercations are quickly resolved, sometimes they escalate. 2 competing adults have fallen from a cliff and are now locked in a battle of dominance on the surface of the water. Gannets are excellent swimmers, but facing exhaustion and injury from the fight itself isn't the only danger that lurks below the high cliffs. There are plenty of hungry mouths that could easily make a meal out of an injured bird. They jab and grapple with each other with their razor-sharp bills. As the struggle continues, it's looking more and more like the outcome might be one that is not particularly favourable for either bird. Both of them are exhausted, a stark contrast to the peaceful landscape views. Now a fight to survive. Suddenly, the odds change, and the outcome takes a turn. One manages to break free, and then makes a break for it himself. The victor returns to their mate. They take part in billing, which is a way of affirming their bond. Science has proven that birds can experience love and affection. Whilst the concept of love in animals is still being explored, evidence suggests that birds particularly can form strong attachments and show this affection through behaviours just like this one. When you think about it that way, your perspective of their life experience changes. Throughout history, these birds have been exploited for their eggs, their colonies decimated by the avian influenza epidemic, coastal erosion leading to loss of habitat and nesting sites, commercial fishing operations taking away their food at the source. And despite all of these things, they choose here, year after year, as a place to call home. I think that's what's special about Bempton. It's a monument to strength in the face of unimaginable odds.